Hey everybody, thank you so much for helping testnet this pattern sprinkles on top. I just wanted to make a quick video to show you how to add your project to Ravelry because I know there's a few people who are new to testnetting and especially using Ravelry to do that. So I'm going to add my project, and what I'm going to do, I'm logged in to my Ravelry account. And so the first thing you're going to do is go up to My Notebook at the top right corner and then click on Projects. It's the first button there. And you'll see some projects come up if you've ever done any. If you haven't, then you will not. But right here on the top left, you click on this Add a Project button. Okay, and then I'm doing knitting. And you can name your project anything you'd like. So I'm going to say this is a test knit for these sprinkles on top sweater. And then in the pattern, enter the pattern name. This is where you're going to copy and paste that code that I sent you in your email. So this is the code here. And you can even just copy this right off of the screen if you want. It's the same code for everybody. But this field is where you put that. So after you do that, you can hit continue. And now it brings you to this details page where you can fill out everything that you're doing for the project. So what you do, you don't really need to put made for in here and link to Ravelry. You don't really need to do that. It is helpful to put your finish by date here. Oops. Okay. So June 30th is the end date, and I am making a 2XL, and you don't need to say pattern from. And then pattern category is clothing and sweater and pullover. And then you don't need to make any tags if you don't want. And then down here is where you're going to start adding some of your own unique details. So most of you are probably going to be using the needle sizes I recommended, US 6, and I added a needle, US 8. And then go ahead and record your unique gauge. So hopefully everyone's gotten to gauge. That's what I had asked for. But if you are not at gauge, just go ahead and write what your gauge is. That will change how your pattern comes out a little bit, or how your sweater comes out. But so long as you record the gauge, I'm happy with that. And then the pattern for gauge, that means stockinette. So there you go. And then you get to add your yarn. So I'm actually knitting with Rowan Felted Tweed Aran. Now sometimes it just automatically pops up down here and you can click on it. It's not for me, so I'm going to click on this link button here on the right, and there we go. Okay, so now it's popped up here, and Felted Tweed Aran. And I'm just going to click on this link, and then do you see how it populated this right here on the right hand side about this yarn? That means it linked properly to the yarn. So that's how you would add your yarn, and then it should automatically come up with the colorways that is in this. Mine I think is Stony, so there it is. Okay, Stony. And I don't, if you want to add your dye lot, add that. And purchased at, of course, there you go, Farm to Needle. Yeah, and then just keep track of your notes if you want, right in here. Anything that you change, any alterations you make. You can even add some notes of how the pattern's going if you want. You can also just send your comments or revisions for the pattern to me directly at my email. And of course, ask any questions the whole time. I'm here to answer anything that you have along the way. So this is how you add your project to Ravelry. Okay, thank you so much again, and happy knitting!